Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And our pitcher in this game, number 51. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-1. You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Man at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Leather takes off. That one fouled off. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting fourth, shortstop Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Step off, throw to first. And Springer's in there safely. And that misses. Ball one. Springer off of first with 2 away. Springer on the run. Ball outside. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. And that one ripped into right. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. One left for Toronto, and now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Detroit, our starting pitcher in this one, Chris Bassett. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That's out to center field. Straw has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Javier Baez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Jahmai Jones in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Bassett, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Throw sails over his head at first, and it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. That's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball two.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that,
hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. It can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Spencer Torkelson digs in now. Cut on and lifted in the air. Schneider makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Yeah, that's fouled off. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. That's inside.
Ball 1.
Now one missed. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
2-2 now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for
go.
Toronto,
And now for the
catcher,
Jays,
Alejandro
Alejandro
Kirk.
Kirk. Kirk, in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Outside low, 2-0.
2-0.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the
3 balls,
knees,
no
and
strike.
doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there,
Batting
Booth.
6,
The last
third
one wasn't
baseman,
even close.
Addison Barker.
Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Upstairs. Left field, Bierling puts it away for the out.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Ernie
Clement getting ready to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently, under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Stepping in, Miles Straw. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Leo Jimenez. Now a check on him at second, back safely. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one almost got him.
Nope.
here it comes. That's inside. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Schneider in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Line to left, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
So 2 down. Here's George Springer. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that one is gone. George Springer takes him deep, and they add a pair. It's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First time up was a pop-out. Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's going to be Bulbichet.
Counts 1-0.
Two outs.
Ball 2.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And downstairs. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Yeah.
Line drive. Meadows pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Blue Jays 5, Tigers 2. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Dylan Dingler. Bassett back to work. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
Up and in, and it's 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, 2. Count is 3-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. Guerrero takes it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Javi Baez digs in right side. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics.
Batting
Hits
ninth,
against a firm
center
front
fielder,
side,
Parker
and the hands just
Meadows.
continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Parker Meadows, the next to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. To short, could be 2. There's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 5, Tigers 2. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park,
off for
and here's the
Toronto,
catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Not
One
close
ball,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. That one just misses. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and
next
tried to check
for
the
the Blue
swing,
Jays,
just went
third
around too
baseman,
far, and you're
Addison
hoping the
Barker.
umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Barger, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One out, bases empty. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. And next
now
for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're still out in front 5-2. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Gleyber Torres. Check swing, called strike. Foul ball there. Inside. Going to count 1-2. Towards first, Guerrero. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jahmai Jones.
Here's Jahmai Jones. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Wenzel Perez. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any
Now
better than
batting,
that. Just a
first
cookie down the
baseman,
middle. I mean, those are the ones you
Spencer
dream about.
Torkelson.
Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Spencer Torkelson. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5, Tigers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. Way high. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Reese Olson up and throwing. Melton warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, makes the grab, one down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So up next for Toronto, Leo Jimenez. That clips the corner. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. Way inside. The other way. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 51 will depart. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Kiter Montero.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Davis Schneider now at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
On the ground to the left, McKinstry tosses across to first, and 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
There it was, 0-0. Here it is, hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That's too
That's a
low.
ball.
Now 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's
Oh, that's
outside.
Three and two.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball
That's
4,
ball
2
4.
aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the
Now
pitch he has the
batting,
most
first baseman,
confidence in right now.
Guerrero
Just couldn't find the strike
Jr.
zone.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Pitch
No,
misses
it's
inside, and that is ball 1. Jimenez, the lead runner, out at second. Springer on at first with 2 down. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. Now a long throw home. It's off the
No,
mark,
he
and he
beat it.
scores. It's
Now batting.
6-2.
That's
Shortstop,
back-to-back singles
Bo
for him.
Bichette.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. Base knock right field. Here comes Springer around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Now batting,
Waste no time
catcher,
there. Nice job of
Alejandro
driving
Kirk.
that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That to right. Perez tracks it down for the out. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit,
Leading off
here's the
for
left
Tigers,
fielder, Matt
left
Vierling.
fielder, Matt Vierling.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will
Now
take that
batting,
all day
third
long.
baseman,
Not quite in the
Zach
strike zone, but he found a
McKinstry.
spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now here is Zach McKinstry. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The Blue Jays leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards left center. Schneider on his way over. Makes the grab. And a couple of quick
Now
outs.
batting,
Well, those can be pretty
catcher,
fun as an
Dylan
outfielder. Got to put it into
Dingler.
his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Dingler in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. We played 4. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park,
off
top
for
5, John
Toronto,
Shelby
third
with Chris
baseman,
Singleton.
Addison
And
Barger.
leading it off, Addison Barger. Montero back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Yeah, the
the
batter now,
designated hitter,
Ernie Clement.
Clement.
Montero, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Hit in the air, right field. Snags it on the run. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on
Now
the
batting,
run right
center
there. He
fielder,
saved
Miles
extra
Straw.
bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Hey! 0-1.
That one off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that extends the inning. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Javier Baez.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, these Tigers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one found hard the other way. The 2-2 on the way. That one ripped. Straw right there to make the grab. One down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows digs in now. He's 0 for 1. On the inside corner for a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Next one is off the plate. And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. But there's no play. That's an infield single.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
So the lineup flips over. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Hammer, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jahmai Jones. And that's in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put...
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance. But if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
And now it's 1-2. In the air, left side. Schneider sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
So first and second with 2 outs. Wenzel Perez getting ready to hit. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Fouled off left side. Meadows on second. Torres at first. 2 out of the inning. That one a little bit high. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1.
1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Pitch is in there, and the count's full.
We got a full count.
Hard hit left side. And that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're through 5. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And now, Davis Schneider. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tigers bullpen with some action. Reese Olson getting loose for A.J. Hinch. That misses, and now 2-0. And that's in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nice grab on the run. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Line drive and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Blue
And here
Jays,
is
first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero Jr.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got
Now
away
batting,
with the location there.
shortstop,
You know, sometimes
Bo Bichette.
as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
On the ground to third. Over to first. That ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Ball 1 there. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Springer racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Vierling.
Now the left fielder, Matt Vierling. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Nance getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Two down, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. In for a strike, 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the catcher, Dylan.
And now the catcher
Dingler.
comes up to him. Dylan Dingler.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's the strike. McKinstry, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped up. Guerrero gets under it. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Top of inning number
Leading off
7.
for
And here's the
Toronto,
catcher, Alejandro Kirk. High in the air, out to right. Perez going back on this one. And a quick out, number 1.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball.
Now
Just
batting,
barely
third
missed it.
baseman,
Man, this
Addison
guy was ready
Barker.
to hit.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that drops in for a strike. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man at first. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's a foul ball. And a foul ball. In the air, left field, Deerling. Sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that
Now
pitch
batting,
away
center
and wasn't
fielder,
able to stay
Miles
close.
Straw.
And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. That one misses. 1-0. pop foul out of play off to the right. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. This one in the air, right field. Perez makes the grab on the run. One hit, one left. Seventh inning stretch time. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2.
Now pitching for Toronto.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yariel Rodriguez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Baez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that misses.
Inside,
ball two.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Comes a 2-2. And that's a little high. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall.
Center fielder,
very gritty.
Parker
Meadows up now for the Tigers.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Baez on at first, nobody out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one almost got him.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
On the ground, and that squirts through. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Tigers.
Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers.
Jahmai Jones.
first pitch, and he just misses. That's
Ball
a little
2.
bit low.
2-0.
Two on, one out. And there's a foul ball. Just off the inside edge. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Now batting.
Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here.
0-1
So
for count.
important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
One out, bases full. Swings through that one for strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. That one
And ball
missed.
2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner
Up
for that
next,
backwards
Sports
K right
Tiger.
there. I think the hitter
First
saw it all the way
baseman,
coming from that opposite arm
Torkelson.
angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The other way. Base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 7-4.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yariel Rodriguez departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Toronto.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander,
Number
Chad
57.
Green.
Well, home runs have
Chad
been a
Green.
problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Matt Vierling, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Outside
Nope,
low.
ball 1.
And that is ball 1. The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Tying run at the plate.
Yep, that ball went out.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. Blue Jays 7 and the Tigers 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Tigers.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Reese
45.
Olson.
Should be a good first
Reese
matchup for him here.
Olson.
He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Leo
Blue Jays.
Jimenez.
Second baseman, Leo Jimenez.
And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Olson, in his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Headed down the line, and that will drop foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone
Now
right
batting
there. I
left
don't think
fielder,
that's a
David
strike if he takes it.
Schneider.
Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Schneider, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Troy Melton getting loose out there. One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
Now batting.
he did such
right
a nice
fielder,
job of pulling his
George
hands tight to
Springer.
the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And next for Toronto, George Springer. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Out to center, Meadows. And he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So a man aboard, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And
Ball
another
2.
ball. And now 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Meadows. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. They hold a 7-4 lead. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now the
off
third
for the
baseman,
Tigers,
Zach
third
McKinstry.
baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Springer going back. Out of here! His 9th homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-5. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chad Green gives way. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Dylan Dingler now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that's outside. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In for a strike. It's 2-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count, 3-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. No question about this one. It's out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's 7-6. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
El Mago coming to the dish. First offering, and it just misses. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Just missed. Parker Meadows in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And the tying run is on base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
No outs, runner at first. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. trying to move him over here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
First and second, no
Now
outs. Next is the Tigers' DH, Gleyber Torres. Known for his late-inning heroics. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a foul out of play. So the tying run at second. Tap foul at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that is a big first out. Now at the plate, Jahmai Jones.
Second baseman.
And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the eighth, Jeff Hoffman.
These are the spots
Now
relievers
pitching
really
for
make a
Toronto.
name for themselves.
Number
Late
23.
and close.
Jeff
There's not much
Hoffman.
margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Perez will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. That's in there. And 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. They limit the damage here. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Back here in Detroit,
Leading off
and
for
now
the Blue
Bo
Jays.
Bichette.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Olsen back to work. That's in there. 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
0-2 now. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. First pitch misses.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Chopper to second. Throw on to Torkelson. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Now batting, third baseman, Addison Barger.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Two now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ernie
And now
Clement.
to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Ernie Clement. And it's fouled away. Barger off of first with 2 away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Tigers 6. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
That's a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, right side, Jimenez. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
If you want to be a great
Now
defense,
batting,
you have to
left
deliver
fielder,
consistently. It
Matt
doesn't matter how many
Vierling.
highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. 1 for 4 with a double. Fouled off down the right side.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Headed towards the corner. Springer racing after it. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
So they're down to their
Zach
final out. Now the
McKinstry.
third baseman, Zach McKinstry. There's a strike.
0-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Hoffman is just one strike away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway, and on the mound now, number 51. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Davis Schneider, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2. That clips the corner. Fastball
Inside, ball
almost
3.
got him there. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting second, right fielder,
Here's George
Springer.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Schneider gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 1-2. That one is upstairs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Vierling has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back at Comerica Park. And on the mound today, Chris Bassett.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Here is Gleyber Torres. To the right side, Jimenez. On to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second. Second baseman.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective, look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Jahmai Jones stands in now and watches strike one. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Yeah, the batter now, Wenzel Perez. And now 1-2. Two outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Tigers are shut down there. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Just missed. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
In the air, out towards left center. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Clement measures 6 feet even, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that's going to get into the corner. And it gets by him. Coming home. He will score.
Batting eighth,
no, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen. But every once in a while we see one of these weird plays and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Two outs with a runner at third. That's in for a strike in the outside corner. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That misses. And a count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 outs. And downstairs. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Big stack center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's the left fielder, Matt Vierling. And that is out of play. Torkelson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground right side into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. And delivers outside. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. And fouled off. He goes down looking.
Batting 7.
At the plate,
Catcher,
Dylan Dingler.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Little chopper rolls foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Grounder might be 2. Bichette whips it to first. And they get the out.
Batting 8, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Baez. Right through there for a strike. This to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs. Runner on first. Parker Meadows getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for
getting
the Blue
started.
Jays.
Now,
Second
Leo
baseman,
Jimenez.
Leo Jimenez.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's
Off the plate,
outside.
ball 1.
1-1. Fastball is outside. Out to short. Baez on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that
Now
on the
batting,
backhand
left fielder
and
Davis
gather himself,
Snyder.
get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Digging in, Davis Schneider. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
One out, base is empty. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, right fielder George Springer.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now George Springer. 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the go. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Perez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering upstairs. Just missed. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Meadows sizes this one up. And that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Bassett back to work. And that's downstairs. Ball one. And there's a ball. On the ground to first. Fair ball.
Now batting.
Just a simple ground ball the
baseman,
other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Jahmai Jones. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Fought off foul. Jones tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. Here's a 1-2. Rolled to short, could be 2. Fires over to Guerrero. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Had to make a perfect play right there after that nice backhand stop, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand any better than he did. Just an excellent release.
Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Barker makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
And here is Spencer Torkelson. Singled and scored his first time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hot shot to third. Tosses to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And that is the inning. Tigers leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Back here in Detroit as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Bo Bichette. That just misses, and that's ball 1. There's the strike.
1-1 is fouled off.
That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Into the bullpen and gone. Bo Bichette blasts one out. His second home run of the series, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
A little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting,
2
third
for 2
baseman,
now on the
Addison
night. And
Barger.
just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now here is Addison Barger.
Fly to center his first time.
Ball 1, no
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit. Man at second.
That's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
He did not take the bat off his
Now
shoulder
batting,
the entire at
designated
bat.
hitter Ernie Clement.
Now it's the DH, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Lined into right. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
You know, I was watching his
batting,
rounds
center
during batting
fielder,
practice
Miles
today. So
Straw.
impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 51 won't go any further, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new
Now
pitcher in a
pitching
minute.
for the
Hyder
Tigers.
Montero on to pitch here.
Number
And we all
54.
know about his slider. It's just
Gator
filthy, man. And one of the
Montero.
better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Straw digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. That's a strike. And that's too high. Tigers bullpen with some action. Reese Olson getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Melton also getting ready. All loaded up. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the mark. And a count 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One strike.
In the air out to center. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Leo Jimenez.
Leo Jimenez now at the plate. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Bases loaded. One away. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
In the air, right side. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And now 2 balls and a strike.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
High fly ball out into left center field. Meadows makes the grab. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home
Now
run.
batting, first
Not allowing
baseman,
it to
Vladimir
stay in the head, but
Guerrero
going to work at the
Jr.
next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one misses in the dirt. Stays alive. That one to first. Torkelson takes it to the bag, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park.
off for
Now the left
Tigers,
fielder, Matt
left
Vierling.
fielder, Matt Vierling.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And George makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, third
And next to hit for
baseman,
Detroit, Zach McKinstry. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Missed with a changeup. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
There's a strike. Hit in the air, center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers,
2 down,
catcher
bases
Dylan
empty. Now here's the
Dingler.
Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schneider moving back for this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back.
Leading
Ready
off
now for the
Toronto,
5th inning. Bo
shortstop
Bichette
Bo
up to the
Bichette.
dish. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just so sound in his
Catcher,
mechanics. Hits against a
Alejandro
firm
Kirk.
front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Bichette on at first, nobody out. Rolled over to third, but it kicks foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. into center. Meadows coming on. Long run, nice grab. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Addison Barger.
Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. Barger goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. Montero over to first. Bichette dive back in. Outside low, ball 1. Ground ball could be 2. Torkelson over to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Javier Baez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes. That's ball 2.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Parker Meadows. Up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Next pitch is outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. And now the DH, Gleyber Torres, 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. And that drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And a strike to Gleyber.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missing inside. Man at first, one away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And ball four, two aboard.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off
Now
some
batting,
really close
second
pitches, and
baseman,
somehow, Boogie, found a way to keep the
Jones.
bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball one.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit, stepping in, Ernie Clement. Montero back to work. And he takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Reese Olson getting loose for A.J. Hinch. That one hit to right. Perez towards the line. Pulls it in on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Miles Straw.
And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. There's a strike. Misses inside, and now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Very high with that one. And that's ball 3. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman, Leo Jimenez.
2 outs, base is empty. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
This one in the air. Torkelson settles underneath it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 6th inning. And now Wenzel Perez. Just missed. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That's to third. Barger sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strikes.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch, and there are two down.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt
Two down, base is
Vierling.
empty. And now it's going to be Matt Vierling. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
That one fouled off. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And we're back.
Leading
We go
off
to the
for
top of the
Toronto,
7th. Now
left
here's the
fielder,
leadoff man for the Blue
Davis
Jays,
Schneider.
Davis Schneider. Just
That's
off
out.
the outside edge, and that is ball one. Swings through that.
It might be time to choke up a
One
little
ball,
bit,
one
get
strike.
that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That misses off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch.
Now
Really love
batting,
the pitch
right
sequence
fielder,
right there. I'm
George
telling you what,
Springer.
pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that one clips the corner. Foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think
Now
of
batting,
just
first
having a
baseman,
distraction,
Vladimir
table setters on the base
Guerrero.
paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's
That's
a
a
2 or
ball.
3 run homer.
Guerrero stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a ball driven out to center. This one's got a chance. Leaping, and he brought it back.
A lot of room in the center field area, and that's why he knows he's got a chance to run it down and make a great play. Leaps at the fence, excellent job, robs the home run to end the inning.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the third baseman,
Leading off
Zach
for the
McKinstry.
Tigers, third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Off the mark there. 1-0.
1-0.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance getting ready to go. And that
Two
one
balls,
moves his
no
feet.
strike. Aye.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider.
Now
Good
batting,
two-strike pitch
catcher,
right there.
Dylan
At worst-case scenario,
Schindler.
it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And that one fouled off. And that's a strike. The
No ball, 2
Jays
strikes.
leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. The next
Ball
offering
1.
misses. And a count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Pitch
Whoa, that
misses.
pitch is
And
out.
now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the
Now
side
batting,
now. You talk
shortstop,
about the
Javier
benefits, the
Baez.
advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Baez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. He swings and fouls one off. That one outside.
Outside.
1-2 to count. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2.
Now pitching
Welcome
for
back,
the
and a new
Tigers.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Reese
45.
Olson.
And one thing on him,
Reese
he's been really
Olson.
good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now
Leading
here
off
is
for
Bo
Toronto,
Bichette.
shortstop,
He's already
Bo
homered in this
Bichette.
game. Olson.
Ball
In
that
his
time.
2nd season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Tapped in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. First pitch just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Troy Melton getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
That one down the line and foul ball. Two outs. Next offering is outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Right through there, got it. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're still on top 7-2.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And the batter now, Parker Meadows.
For the Tigers, center fielder Parker Meadows.
That's in there. Strike one.
Ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 gone here.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that skips in the dirt. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Justin Brule, the left-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And that's in the dirt. That one misses. Ball 3. Lifted in the air, right field. And George makes the grab.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 outs, base is
Jahmai
empty.
Jones.
Now it's the second baseman, Jahmai Jones. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. Back here in
Leading
Detroit,
off for
now
the
it's
Blue
the
Jays,
DH,
the designated
Ernie
hitter,
Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Olsen back to work. And it's fouled away. That one not close. And the count is 1-1. Strike on the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one the other way. Jones throws to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, center fielder, Miles Straw.
And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2. And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Torkelson has this one sized up. Nabs it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Leo
2 down,
Jimenez.
base is empty. Leo Jimenez will hit next. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And
foul.
no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Blue Jays 7, Tigers 2. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Bottom
Tigers,
9, digging
right
in is the
fielder,
switch hitting outfielder,
Wenzel
Wenzel
Perez.
Perez. plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one way outside. And it's 2-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Ball 1 low. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Nance sets, fires. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Slice to right. And foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Torkelson leads off first with 1 away. In the air, left field, down the line. Schneider brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
So, last chance for the Tigers. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Slapped foul. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, the 4th inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.